What's good, y'all? Welcome back. It's O.D.D.I.T.Y. This is the craft. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Thank you guys for those of you who hit subscribe, who've been liking the videos, who've been sharing, leaving comments, messaging me with new topics. All that stuff is all welcome, so thank you guys.
Do it for the cash, others do it for the passion. Is you working on your craft? Is you really about that action? The craft. Welcome.
This time around, we're going to talk about a topic that is not just specific to rap and hip-hop, although this is a rap and hip-hop podcast, so we will dive into it from that perspective. But the topic is writer's block, and particularly, can you avoid writer's block and make sure that it doesn't happen? I personally used to think writer's block was this disease that you got just from being someone who makes music and writing, and kind of fed into that notion that it was going to come eventually and it was just a matter of time and you can't avoid it, and you just write until you can't, and once you succumb to it you just kind of back off and to gain more inspiration to come back. But the more that I've been doing this and the more exercises that I've done to stimulate new writing techniques and new topics to talk about and new projects to come up with, the more I've realized that you can avoid writer's block, and I'm going to explain how. So let's say I'm working on a song, a single, I've got the topic, I start writing a verse for it and it's coming out nice, but then I just can't finish it. So then I'm like, okay, let's go to the hook and let's see if I can come up with the hook. And I just can't come up with a hook. I can't finish the verse. I can't do anything on the second verse. The old me would have said that's writer's block, step away, get a new perspective. The new me, instead of totally just halting the writing process, will approach it in a different way, and I'll leave that song alone, but I will continue to still write, because writing, just like anything else, you look at Steph Curry, he just won his 4th title, right? That dude, he might take a little bit of off season, but he's still working year round the clock, and if you want to maintain that level you're at, you have to at least keep writing, and if you want to get better, you have to push yourself even more. And so I've kind of taken that mentality on to push myself even through the writer's block. And so you guys might be thinking like, but you said you can avoid it, and you just said that you got writer's block. How can you avoid it? Well, I'm not saying that I can avoid stumbling and not being able to finish the song. That happens. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to just stop altogether writing. So what I typically do when that happens is I think of another project or another song or another idea I can write about to keep the juices flowing and to keep my brain sharp and to keep words coming, repetition. And so sometimes, like if I'm doing something really conceptual, like a song that has a topic and a theme that you have to stay in, which kind of keeps you in a box, I come out of that box, I might just write a 3-minute verse. Sometimes I use it, sometimes it's just a writing exercise, but a lot of times, like, it's an exciting thing to just write for 3 minutes and record it and shoot a video. That's content right there. And that whole time, instead of just sitting there in self-pity because of writer's block, I just created new content that I can put on my channel that still showcases me as a hip-hop artist and still has pushed me to be better. And now I can come back to that old song and maybe that has sparked something new and I can finish that song. But what I'm not allowing anymore is for writer's block to just be the end all of my creativity for that day or that week. No, I'm pushing the envelope. I am being creative no matter what, and writing and creating music and rapping is something that I love. So little bumps in the road, you go around them or you back up and you find a new route, but you don't stop. So I hope that was helpful. You can avoid writer's block, guys. It's just a mentality. Thank you guys, everybody who's been tuning in, everyone who subscribed. If you haven't, go hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share, leave a comment, and don't get discouraged, because writer's block is all in your mind. See you guys next video.